I've been reselling full time for 8 years now. And I like to think of myself as, a professional reseller, an expert. And it just goes to show like how much time like reselling actually takes. Like you have to put in so much effort and time. A lot of people just want this stuff to just come to you naturally. And that's just not how things work. When I first started reselling, I didn't know obviously anything, but I always had the eye for things. I always kind of had an eye for items that I felt were valuable. And, a lot of times you're wrong, and a lot of times, it works out in your favor. But, we've all, whether we've been selling for a couple weeks or a couple years or even almost a decade like myself, we all pass up items that are worth money that we should have just took the extra time to look up. You can't be lazy in this business. I don't know, there's been countless times, not recently really, but times where I get home, I land up looking up that item, or I see the item on a YouTube video that I'm watching later that day. Just little occurrences like that, and you're like, damn, I just passed up on that item at the flea market, or I should have looked that up. Or maybe it was like the same item but it was a different variant, or it was very similar. And that happened, a lot. So now I'm at the point in my reselling career, I'm 8 years in, and I'm talking, this is like years ago, when I had that mindset of, just thinking everything, and you kind of just take a lot of risk. You take chances on things instead of like actually researching the items. You just buy it blindly, and you're like, oh, it has to be worth something. You get home and it's not worth anything. You break even, if that. You've been there, right? I'm sure, if you have been selling for a long time. But like, always look up items. I always am learning new items every single day. If you're not learning, you're not living, pretty much, man. Because if you just stop wanting to learn, then expect your income to go down, pretty much. Because if you just stay the same, you're gonna get left in the dirt, pretty much. If you just constantly always learn, watch YouTube videos, study sold listings, always look up items while you're out there sourcing, wherever you're doing your sourcing, you're always going to be ahead of the curve. Because there's a lot of people out there, resellers, that are lazy and they don't want to put in the work. So that's enough yapping, and I'm going to be giving you guys 10 unique items I bet you're passing up on when you're out there sourcing at your local flea markets, garage sales, estate sales, wherever it may be. So let's jump right into it. But before we do, please like the video, guys, comment and subscribe. We're almost at 6,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate it. So let's get right into it. So the first item is printers. Now, with printers, I look for them brand new, sealed. 8 out of 10 times when a printer is brand new, sealed, it's usually worth picking up. And I pick up printers, brand new, sealed. I'm not saying all the time, but at least once, maybe twice a month. Here's one that sold recently. And then also I just picked up, this one right here. And I've sold them, upwards to $300+. This one, as you saw, sold for $150. The one that I just showed you right now that I have listed will sell for like $150. So these are things I get for like 20, 25 bucks, and it's just really good profit. Don't be scared, because it is a bit of a bulkier item. I ship these things out for 10, 12 bucks usually. Of course, depending on the weight, but that's one right there. And then here's an item I guarantee you're probably passing up on if you've ever seen it before. This is Tool. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but this is a limited edition box set. If I'm looking off to the sides because I'm looking at a separate phone, guys. This is a DVD and a CD set from 2000, and look how much it's going for, $74.99. So don't sleep on your DVDs and Blu-rays. That's a category that I'm really getting into and really starting to learn and enjoy. So keep an eye out for that one. That one really surprised me, going for $74 or 75 bucks plus. Here's another one that I've recently learned about. This just goes to show, like, items that I see that are brand new, sealed at the flea market. I'm usually always looking up brand new sealed stuff. It's like, something that I've just learned throughout the years. Just scan it. Just pull out your scanner, on eBay, scan it in, and see what's going for. This is a pet safe. Model is P1F00-14288, and this is just a wireless fence, like a collar or something like that. Even these things used, complete can go for some really good money. Sorry, I got a notification there. But as you see, this one brand new sealed. It sold in like less than a week for $69.99, and it sold very fast. I think I paid like $5 for that. I tell you guys in my videos, but if you're new to the channel or if you haven't watched all my videos, bed remotes. This right here is a Leggett and Platt, like Tempur-Pedic remote. You're looking for Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Sleep Number, you know, brands like that. If you see bed remotes, massage bed remotes, anything like that, always grab those. They're usually always worth money. Usually like 10 out of 10 times, usually they're always worth grabbing. And with remotes, you're usually getting them, you know, for $1, maybe $5, $3. So it's usually always cheap. And it's just abundant too. You always see remotes at the flea market. Here's a small one, but this is something that's always passed on. I always find it on the table or on the dollar pile. And it is little handheld Radica games, Hasbro's. This one actually has jumped up a lot in price. This is the vintage Yahtzee. If you could find this in the gold colorway, I'll probably pop a comp up for that one as well. That one, you know, is going for $25, $30+ now. So keep an eye out for those. This is items that you're probably passing up on, like I said, but also items that you can usually get pretty cheap. This one really surprised me as well, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I know I sound like a broken record, but this just goes to show, look up everything. When you buy stuff in bundles or you're just buying something, like this came with a Watchman, like a TV thing that's like worth $30. I almost threw these headphones in with it just as a bundle because it, you know, it went with the system. I looked them up and look how much they sold for. These are the Sony MDR A50s. They fold. These are vintage headphones, and they literally sold like that, like super quick. I think it was like in a couple hours. It might have been like a day or something, but it just sold super quick, especially for some headphones. The person loved them. As you see, I got positive feedback. 110 bucks. I think I paid probably in that bundle, I think I paid like 10 bucks for everything. So keep it out for those, that model. Here's another item that's really slept on and you usually just find laying on the table, just laying on the floor. So just to give you guys a quick tip, like when there's a lot of competition, like there is, like say at my flea markets, say with like video games, electronics and stuff like that, cameras, things that everyone's always looking for, you know, the no-brainer stuff. You want to try to find the items like the niche inside of the niche. Like say for cameras, this is for like an Instax, one of those point and shoot cameras. I don't know if I have one laying around here, but you guys know what I'm talking about, like the Polaroid style Instax ones that print the picture out. This is a printer, I believe, for that. This is something that somebody will literally just walk past because it just looks like it's not worth anything. I didn't know it was worth anything, but you know, I looked it up and look what it's going for. It goes for, you know, $60+. Instax Square Link. So keep your eye out for those. The little printers like this, and there's other models and stuff like that that are worth really good money that people just literally pass up on. So you got to always look for niches, a niche in a niche, if that makes sense. For example, let me give you another example, like video games. Everyone knows about video games, the systems and all that stuff. Grab the controllers, the power cords, if they're OEM. You know, certain accessories like network adapters for like the 360 for the Wi-Fi, controllers, like all that stuff does very good. I find that stuff a lot more often. Here's another item, guys. This is a fat loss monitor, and I just learned about this item as well. So I'm sharing items with you guys that I probably would have passed on in the past as well. And I just learned this one. I looked it up. It's going for $45+. There's other models that are worth even more money. So yeah, keep an eye out for this. I think I paid like 10 bucks for that. Oh no, I think I paid 8. I might have paid like 8 or 10 bucks. So not bad. And then chargers, guys. If you guys are slipping on chargers for tools, pay attention, because this right here, I've sold this one twice. This is a Cobalt K18-LC258. As you see, this model goes for some really good money. So if you could find, you know, Cobalt, check out DeWalt, Milwaukee, of course, Snap-on, you know, pretty much any brand, really, look them up. And like, for example, I found 2 of these. You know, most DeWalt, I got 2 of them, one's stuck on something. But this is a DeWalt, this is like a $75 to $100 charger right here. And yeah, most people just sitting there, you know, it's just sitting there. Doesn't have the battery, so a lot of people just don't see a use for it. But you know, easy money. And then these things sell super quick, because if you have the battery, you need the charger, right? Someone's gonna go on eBay. You can't just go to the store, your Lowe's or Home Depot, and just buy the charger just like that. You have to go on eBay or Amazon. So keep an eye out for battery chargers. Now here's a Bolo. This one I've known about for a long time. This is a Zebra. This is a barcode scanner. You guys can see the model and all that. Now, don't just pick up any scanners. Always look up the models, because there's some Zebra ones that aren't really worth much, or other barcode scanners. But this one, as you see, it sold instantly. I had it up for $200. I think I paid like $5 or $10 for it, and it sold for $175. Someone sent me an offer, sold quick. It's been delivered. Let them know, like, make sure you try to test it, of course, but like, just put in the description like it's untested if you can't test it, of course, or you don't know if it's locked or anything, sold as is. Always do that with these so you're protected. And yeah, guys, that was the last one. Let me know down right now in the comments if you guys want me to do more video style like this. And yeah, that way I could pump out a lot more videos for you guys. I'm gonna end the video here. The video is already almost 12 minutes long, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys learned anything, let me know down in the comments which items you learned from today's video. Really appreciate it. The feedback really helps motivate me, and you know, to keep making these videos. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Peace out, guys.